This is how we do when my homies go.
You're listening to Gecko Radio, JEJU Morning Alternative. Good morning, JEJU. Good afternoon or evening if you are in any other part of the world. How you guys doing today? I'm your host, Mark Wilson Che. I hope you are having a lovely Wednesday. I think it's a Wednesday today. Yes. I don't know. I just have a brain fart just before I say the days. Yes, I believe it is a Wednesday. Very nice. For us, at least, in JEJU. How you guys doing today? Yeah, so have you ever been so exhausted that you slept right through your alarm? I sure have. You wake up in a panic wondering what day it is. Well, for me, what it is like when I wake up too refreshed. Like when I wake up and the sun hits my face and I hear birds and you know what I mean? And then you realize, oh my God, it's way too late. Yeah, that's how I wake up too late. Yeah, so why does that happen? Is it because you had poor sleep? Did you go out? Did you go crazy last night? Did you have a big event? Or are you just pushing yourself too hard, you guys? What is your go-to way to recover from extreme fatigue? Do you sleep it off? Do you eat a big meal? Do you get outside to get some fresh air? Or are you one of those people who somehow just powers through with just coffee? That's not how you recover. That should be eliminated from that. That should not even be in there, okay? Don't do that. That's not cool. It's not a cool thing. I'm just so tough. I get 3 hours of sleep and then I just drink my coffee. Nah, bro, you're dying. Don't do that. That's not a cool thing anymore, okay? There's science behind it. It's yeah, that's super not good for you. How do I do it? Yeah, I just pass out. I just take a big nap, I think. Eat a big meal, eat a big nap, and then I'm kind of right back to it, I think. Okay. Show rundown today. First, the weather. It's hot again, you guys. Super hot. Second question of the day is sinuses. That's the hint. Okay. And then we got the morning news briefing and then what's going down in the GEC. And then finally, our Wednesday segment, JEJU Gems. That's where we talk about a really cool spot that we want to share around the island. It's really cool. Okay. And then we're going to wrap things up with JEJU Word of the Day. Yes. Okay. Let's start things off super mellow, super chill with one half of Moher, who we play very often, but she just dropped her new single. This is Iso with Songline.
이야기가 꼬리를 물고 또다시 묻고 이어나가 한참을 울고 금방 또 웃고 다시 또 울고 이야기가 방문을 열고 길을 나서고 산으로 가고 이야기가 끝을 모르고 계속 달리고 멈추지 않고 지고 길을 잃어도 괜찮아.
You're listening to the GEC's very own Gecko Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. JEJU Morning Alternative.
That's right. Good morning, GEC, and welcome back to another edition of Gecko Radio, JEJU Morning Alternative. I'm your host, Mark Wilson Che, coming to you live from the Global Education City on Jeju Island. It is Wednesday, July 29th, and you are listening to episode 68. Open Mind All says, hi, good morning, everyone. Beautiful day. Yes, it is. It's also super hot. Way too hot, guys. We need that rain. Ice Cream Glowing in the house. Listening with one eye open, or with one eye half open. Okay, so that's a quarter eyes, I guess. Yes, welcome back, man. Good to see you, bro. Ice Cream Golem, I know you're like a construct, because a golem is something that is actually made by a magic wielder. I'm a nerd, I know, but anyways, please, Ice Cream Golem, give us some power, give us some energy, give us some coldness, man. It is way too hot. I cut my grass yesterday, and it was just like, I felt like I was cutting grass in like the Sahara. Like, I was cutting grass and it was just kicking up dust. You know what I mean? It was so hot yesterday, man. It's gonna be really hot today as well. Okay, we're gonna get into that in the weather. Gecko Radio, what are we? Who are we? Where are we? How are we? Is Jeju's all-English morning show for the GEC community and listeners across the island. Even though we're English, we're not grammatically correct, because that previous sentence was a mess. We bring you local weather, Jeju headlines, community updates, food culture, and small details that make the island so special. Maybe you're on your way to work, logging on for the day. Maybe you got a quarter eye open, grabbing your first coffee, or still waiting for your brain to boot up before 8 a.m. Wherever you are, good morning, and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Mark. I'm your Mark, okay? Producer, DJ, writer, editor, marketer, and I'm the dude. Writer JYJ is right here, okay, and she's amazing. She's about to do some free diving lessons right now, provided by the government for Henya only, so that's super cool. They found like a really cool like lobster yesterday, or slipper lobster. It's not like a typical lobster. Super cool yesterday, super rare in Jeju, who are more comfortable in warmer waters. And you know what? We did a lot of stories about these ocean animals showing up in Jeju because it's starting to get warmer that aren't typically here, right? So I wonder if that's the case, or if they've been here the whole time. Who knows? Yeah, man. What else? Yes, please like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, but do hit that notification button, because that lets you know when we are awake, or when we're awake. We're hopefully awake by this time. When we are live, so that can help you be awake. It gives you a little ding to wake you up in the morning. Yes. ICG says, you cut your grass in this weather? Yes, I prepped one window to paint my house before I decided that one is enough. Sherry in the house, what's up? Yeah, I should probably wash my car, but I understand that you're not supposed to really wash your car in like crazy heat days either. The chemicals are not so good on your car. So what are you supposed to do? Because I was worried about cutting my grass, but then because it's so just beat up from the heat. Is it gonna survive the cutting, the beating they're gonna give it? We'll see. I had to just dump buckets of water on my flowers yesterday too. It's rough out there, you know. The one plant that is doing well in my garden is, I found a discarded Jeju cactus just lying on the road. It was just like a little nub. It was like a little stub, but it did have the root, and it was ripped out of the ground and dying on the road. And this was several towns over. So I just like a garden nerd, like a gnome, I packed away. I was like, I packed away this little cactus. And then I have a Jeju stone wall around my house that has soil on the top. So, which is pretty cool. And some of the villages on the far west, they plant cacti on their actual walls. That actually serves as a kind of a cool barrier as well. So I stuck the little nub in there, and that was like fall. like survived through the winter, and now it is doing great. So it is the only plant in my garden. It's like has two little Mickey Mouse ear little, I don't even know what you call them, little nubs. So there you go, Jeju cactus. Yes. All right. So let's move right along. It is good. Dry shampoo for your car. Yeah, there we go. Yes. It's like maybe the space shampoo, like how they do in space. It's like powder and stuff. Okay. It's time, guys, for the question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. Question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. Yeah. It's the Gecko question. Okay. This one's interesting. Okay. Which of the following is a medical term for a sudden inflammation of the sinuses, often causing facial pain, a blocked nose, and thick nasal discharge? It does not sound like a good time. It sounds like I've had it many times before. You have probably had this before. Okay. Is it A, acute bronchitis, B, acute sinusitis, C, acute tonsillitis, or D, acute otitis media? Okay, all right. I should have proofread this before because I'm struggling with my Latin here. Is it A, acute bronchitis? Is it B, acute sinusitis? Is it C, acute tonsillitis? Or D, acute otitis media? Which is the following medical term for a sudden inflammation of the sinuses? Not a good time. It feels like your head's just gonna pop, causing facial pain, a blocked nose, and thick nasal discharge. Super gross, super fun topic to talk about first thing in the morning, I'll tell you what. So yes, I'll put that question of the day into the chat. Let's enjoy our second song. This is a band who has just joined us. We love them. Super cool. Two artists are based in Australia, they're all based in Australia, but two are of Korean descent, which is super cool. So we love to have them on the show. It's our first international band. We had them last week. They debuted, or was it 2 weeks ago? Anyways, they're Gecko Radio's first official international band. And this song is also very international, but it's about a city that I have not gone to yet. That I would love to go to, that I would love to live in, but I do not have enough money to live in this city. This is Bridge Dog, who are based out of Sydney. I believe they're in Sydney, somewhere in Australia. I think it's Sydney. And this is their song, San Francisco.
What's the weather like in Jeju? We're gonna tell you what to do if it's sunny or rainy or calling typhoons. What's the weather like in Jeju?
All right, we are back. We are back with the weather. This is why I love you guys. Sherry said, I was talking about how I do not have enough money to live in San Francisco. And Sherry says, not enough money yet. So thank you so much. This is why you guys are amazing. Yeah, thank you for the support. Gecko Radio, let's go. Let's get $1 trillion from Gecko Radio. Let's go. All right, let's make it, hey, let's make it realistic. Let's get it to 500 billion US dollars. How's that sound? Okay, we're getting into the weather. Guys, what do I tell? What do I have to say here? It's hot. It's bleeping hot out. Okay, that's it. Done. Over. Weather over. No, just kidding. All right, let's get into the specifics here. Today's headline for the weather, Wednesday, July 29th. It's looking mostly sunny, very hot, and humid across Jeju. Rain is not expected to be in the main concern today. Oh, concern rain. How is that considered a concern? Okay, the bigger issue will be the heat. Duh. Okay, with temperatures and the heat index climbing quickly through the morning, y'all. Okay, Daejeong in the west side, that's where Gecko Radio is based, and the GEC. Expect a warm and sunny clear start. Yes, I was out with the dogs this morning, letting them do their business. It was quite beautiful. The sun was coming up, but I was already starting to feel that heat, and that was like 6:30 in the morning, okay? With temperatures around 26 to 27 degrees this morning, it should become hot and sunny later, with highs reaching around 31 to 32 degrees, but it's just like that full-on, like, beaming heat of, early 30s, right? Jeju City, that's up in the north, is likely to be one of the hottest parts of the island today, as they often are. Temperatures will begin in the upper 20s and rise into the low to mid 30s with strong sunshine and very humid conditions. Sogepo, that's down on the south side. Expect mostly sunny skies and another hot day. Morning temperatures to sit around 26 or 27 degrees, rising to around 32 degrees during the afternoon. Alex Segrist in the house. What's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? We're talking about how hot it is. Alex, where are you? Alex, wait, aren't you also from Ohio? Sherry is from Ohio. Aren't you originally from Ohio? Am I getting that wrong? No. Yes. Anyways, say that in the chat. It's good to see you, buddy. Alex is a good friend of mine. We go way back in radio and all that stuff. Sherry might actually know Alex Segrist. He's becoming a super duper pilot right now, which is super cool. That's like being a pilot is like what you want to be when you're 5. And he's like doing it at like, are you 40 yet? Anyways, good for you, man. Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix, Arizona. Never mind. Okay, my bad. I thought you were from Ohio. Okay, now if we're headed over to the East Coast, the East should stay mostly clear and hot, with temperatures starting into the mid to upper 20s and climbing to around 31 or 32 degrees. Overall, a bright, hot, and sticky Wednesday. Tropical night conditions are also expected to continue, so even the evening may not offer much relief. Aigo. And also, those mosquitoes are nasty. Jeju, the zebra kind are coming out, and they are nasty. I hate those guys. They bite right through your clothing. Okay, your gecko weather tip, if there's any tip we could give you. Today is more about sun protection than umbrellas, okay? Carry water, wear sunscreen and a hat, get your electrolytes, and avoid strenuous outdoor activity like cutting the grass like a fool, but then your wife says you got to do it, so you do it, okay? During the hottest part of the afternoon, take heat symptoms seriously, you guys, for real, okay? I think a lot of people don't know what heat symptoms are like, okay? Dizziness, nausea, headaches, or unusual tiredness. That's happening a lot around Jeju with older folks. They don't realize that they're like borderline suffering heat stroke, you know what I mean? So please, please, please do take of yourselves, okay? You guys, let's get back to another song, but we'll put up the question of the day one more time, okay? Which of the following is a medical term for a sudden inflammation of the sinuses, often causing facial pain, a blocked nose, and thick nasal discharge? Is it A, acute bronchitis, B, acute sinusitis, C, acute tonsillitis, or D, acute Otitis Media. All right, which one is it? Put your answer in the chat. If you want some cool points, you guys, you got to get them cool points. All right, let's do another song. This one is we love this. ICG, you might be passed out again. He said hello, and then he didn't say anything in the chat, so I hope he's still with us. This is Omjine. We love Omjine. He's I know ICG's a big fan, and this is a song that we haven't played yet on the show. This is Draw the Border.
I never thought that I was perfect. It didn't really matter as long as we're together. Never had I felt too special, not really for my platter, cause nothing made me better. So if my body's gonna burn, keeping your heart in return can always be a lesson learned when the time comes. I hope you'll mourn this time. I'm really gone, still on my own. He said, hold tight and don't let go. I never asked for you to earn me. Is it 'cause I'm smiling? Well, your jokes ain't funny. Don't say you're understanding. Don't try to impress me once the gate is opened. Gotta try to board. So if my body's gonna burn, keeping your heart in return can always be a lesson learned when the time comes. I hope you'll mourn this time. I'm really gone, still on my own. He said, hold tight and don't let go. Buy your list now, apocalypse now. Go to sleep now, I'll be gone. How? Buy your list now, apocalypse now. Go to sleep now, I'll be gone. How? I hope you'll mourn. I hope you'll mourn this time. I'm really gone, still on my own. Still on my own. He said, hold tight and don't let go. Oh no.
For that JEJU Morning Alternative, tune in to Gecko Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. All week, baby.
That's right. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. all through the summer, even when school is out. We're going on, man. We keep going, brah. Hey, yeah, Alex and Sherry chatting it up, but Omo Rock in the house. Hey, Omo Rock, very nice. They debuted on Gecko Radio yesterday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Omo Rock, if you missed them, is fantastic. We'll see if we can try to get a song of theirs on in a bit, okay? I'll have to do some quick changes here. But yes, they have a fantastic sound. They really bring back the 80s and the 90s through screaming hair bands. Really brings us back. In fact, Sherry, we were just talking about them yesterday, about going to Hot Topic and flipping through the band posters, right? So cool. All right, so guys, let's get into the answer to the question today, and I'm gonna put up the little video question today because I love it.
It's the Gecko question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day.
Yeah. All right, y'all, this is your last time to get really good, cool points, which don't mean anything at all. But, you know, you got to have bragging rights for today, especially in the chat right now. Okay, so answer in the chat, everybody. Which of the following is the medical term for a sudden inflammation of the sinuses, often causing facial pain, a blocked nose, and a thick nasal discharge, and also a super not cool day? Okay, is it A, acute bronchitis? Is it B, acute sinusitis? Is it C, acute tonsillitis? Or is it D, acute otitis media? It is B, acute sinusitis. Ding, 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 ding. All right, who answered? I believe ICG got it. I think ICG said sinusitis. Also Sherry also did sinusitis. So 50,000 cool points coming at you. Also, Sherry, remember, Sherry, she won the really awesome signed album by Bulgogi Disco that is headed your way. It is Ohio bound. So there you go. It is headed to your specific town. And in fact, all right, here we go. So why are we talking about sinusitis? Why are we bringing up this like negative Nancy kind of stuff right now? Well, let's bring up this picture here. Not that one, the other one, PD. Where'd it go? Where'd it go, PD? You lost it. Here it is. Okay, now, what do we see in this image? We see Henya. Yes, Jeju diving women, right? Okay, so why are we talking about this, okay? Well, acute sinusitis is a sudden inflammation of the sinuses that can cause facial pain, pressure around the eyes and cheeks, a blocked nose, and thick nasal discharge. And it brings us today's story. It's a story, but it's also with the question of the day here. Now, this is according to the researchers from Jeju National University Hospital and Samsung Medical Center. Jeju's Henya are significantly more likely to develop upper airway conditions than the general population. After following nearly, 8,900 Henya over the course of 10 years, the research team found that Henya are about 19% more likely to develop nasal diseases overall. Well, that's not cool at all. More specifically, they were 37% more likely to develop acute sinusitis and 30% more likely to be diagnosed with allergic rhinitis. Okay, rhinitis has to do with the nose. The increased risk was even greater among Henya under the age of 50. So this risk is actually higher for those young Agi or the baby Henya. Researchers believe that the cause is the unique nature of Henya diving. Repeatedly diving without breathing equipment means constant exposure to cold seawater and rapid pressure changes, of course, going up and down in those dozens of meters, which place extra stress on the nose, the ears, and throat over many years. Yes, many Henya, older Henya, also have a lot of ear problems because Henya, believe it or not, do not equalize when they go underwater. They're kind of against it. They just don't want to do it. They just don't do it. Okay, so they don't they don't equalize. They don't pop their ears when they're underwater. They develop a lot of ear problems. Say your opinions in the chat. You know, I'm not going to just start attacking Henya. I'm just not going to do it, okay? The findings were published in the International Ear, Nose, and Throat Journal Rhinology, providing some of the strongest clinical evidence yet of how a lifetime of traditional free diving affects the human body. So there we go. There were some positive things about the Henya, about their bone density and their lung capacity, but here's some negative drawbacks of being a diver as well. So there you go. Interesting facts, not so fun. Jungyoon is under 50 and she is free diving today to practice with their continued Henya work. And let's hope she doesn't develop anything like that. Okay, let's get into it. Let's move on, okay? Given the time, let's do the news. Let's get it right into it, guys. Jeju Morning News Briefing. This just in. Jeju Morning News Briefing. Okay, I'm curious, did ICG, did you feel anything? I didn't feel anything, but apparently many people across Korea felt a brief shake on Monday evening after a powerful earthquake struck southern Japan. While there are no reports of damage on the island, officials are staying on high alert. According to headline Jeju, the Jeju provincial government has activated a 24-hour emergency monitoring system after a magnitude 7.1 earthquake struck Kamamoto Prefecture, Japan on Monday. The quake was strong enough to be felt in several parts of South Korea, including Jeju, where the shake instantly reached intensity 3, strong enough for many people indoors to notice. As of 6 p.m., the Ministry of the Interior and Safety has received 789 reports of people feeling the earthquake across the country. In Jeju, one report came from a resident in a 14-story apartment building in Nohyeong-dong, Jeju City. Fortunately, no injuries or damage to the buildings have been reported, in Korea that is. Shortly after the earthquake, Jeju officials held an emergency meeting to assess the situation. The province has now placed its disaster and safety headquarters on 24-hour monitoring while strengthening real-time coordination with the Korea Meteorological Administration and other agencies. That's also known as the KMA. Officials also say they will continue inspecting fishing boats, ports, and coastal areas as a precaution while closely monitoring for any further developments. So yes, let's keep an eye out for after effects. Pardon me. If you've lived in Korea for a long time, have you ever felt earthquake? I felt it once when I was up in Seoul. And this was many, many years ago, but I definitely felt the moving, and I knew it was an earthquake. Well, it was a tremor because I spent some time in Japan where tremors happen all the time. So there was a very weird feeling to feel in the middle of Seoul. Yes, okay. ICG says, yep, have never felt anything. I never did 15 years, and every time there has been an earthquake, I haven't felt anything. So there you go. Nothing from ICG. Okay, moving on. Maybe let's bring this graph in. Ooh, okay. All right. This is a lot of data, but let me break it down for you guys, okay? According to Saudade, Jeju recorded the largest population decline in South Korea last year, tied with Gwangju. Okay, so our population is not only getting older, it's also shrinking. Now that's happening in Korea across the country, nationwide, but apparently Jeju is being hit the hardest, okay, and it's tied with Gwangju. As of November 2025, Jeju's population stood at around 669,000 people. So that's just shy of 670,000 people, down 0.8% from the previous year. While South Korea's overall population remained mostly unchanged, Jeju saw one of the country's steepest declines. The island is also aging quickly. The number of children under 15 fell nearly 5%, while the population aged 65 and older grew by more than 5%. So the older folks are growing. Well, they're not growing. The population is growing. And then our sub-15s adults, sub-15 humans fell by nearly 5%. There are now about 163 seniors for every 100 children in Jeju, highlighting the island's rapidly aging population. Another notable trend is that Jeju was the only region in Korea where the foreign resident population declined, even as the number of foreign residents increased nationwide. Housing data also revealed that some surprising numbers. Nearly 15% of homes in Jeju are vacant. Yeah, giving the island the second highest vacancy rate in the country, behind only South Jeolla province. Yes, there are some major apartment complexes around us in the GEC that are empty, and they are just sucking money, and I think they're just falling apart at this point. And these are apartment complexes, super luxury apartment complexes that are closing down because they're not filling up. Okay. At the same time, one-person households continue to rise, now making up about 1/3 of all households on the island. Unlike the national trend, where most people living alone are in their 70s or older, Jeju's largest group of one-person households is people in their 50s. The new census paints a picture of an island with fewer people, an older population, and more empty homes, trends that will likely shape Jeju's economy, housing, and communities for years to come. Absolutely, for sure. It totally will. Okay, now this one. This one is rough, man. I can't imagine. And this one is super scary. Okay, imagine coming home after a long day, turning on the tap to cook dinner or take a shower, and no water comes out. This is scary times. This is scary times right here. That has been the reality for some residents in one part of Jeju for nearly a month. What? According to JEJU Sori, residents in the mid-mountain area of Jocheon have been dealing with repeated evening water outages for nearly a month. Around 20 to 30 households have experienced either very low water pressure or no running at water at all, especially between 6:30 and 9 p.m. when water use is at its highest. Residents say the outages may have made everyday tasks like cooking, washing dishes, and showering difficult, as they will. Some say the problem has lasted even longer than official reports suggest, with water sometimes not returning until after 11 p.m., and in some cases disappearing again on weekend mornings. The issue is also affecting local businesses. One pension owner said they had to refund guests and turn them away because they couldn't guarantee running water during their stay right in the middle of the busy summer travel season. Some residents also reported air coming through their taps, causing loud sputtering noises. I've seen that before, that it's like that. Saying the unstable water supply has even caused problems with toilets and hot water boilers. That's actually super scary, you guys. This one scares me the most, actually. Officials believe the problem is likely caused by a leak in a nearby water main. Okay, thank you. Oh, I was thinking like water shortages, okay, which is reducing water pressure throughout the area. The Jeju Waterworks headquarters and Jocheon Up office are currently searching for the leak. Wow, so it's taking them a month to find this gosh darn leak, but it says it's taking time because the affected pipeline covers a wide area, so they don't know where this leak is. Okay, authorities say they are working to locate the source as quickly as possible and restore a stable water supply for residents and businesses. That is something we cannot have for sure. Okay, I was worried it was like straight up water shortages. This is slightly better because it's a water leak still. Let's hope they find it. It's been a month. Let's get it on to you guys, but let's hope they are working as hard as they can. Okay. I'm going to give my voice a break. That was a lot of news, you guys. Yes. Can they invent a system that draws emergency water from the ocean? Get emergency filter system. Yes, but that also sounds like a lot of work and sounds expensive. And also, it's really tough to implement because Jeju's soil is super rocky, giant boulders of lava rock. But I don't know but I'm not going to get into infrastructure. I don't know the meanings behind that. It does sound like a great plan. It does have its challenges. So we will see if it's that simple to just simply filter out and ocean water. Okay, let's move on to our next song. Okay, this one, having to do with water. Actually, this was unplanned, but this is our lovely resident bands now, super supportive of Gecko Radio, and in turn we are supportive of them. This has to do with water because you're underwater. This is Bulgogi Disco, Submarine.
When we arrive at the same time, smooch one another. We're gonna be what we wanna be, at last every other. At the same time, smooch one another.
Gecko Radio in the morning, the only station out of the GEC Jeju.
That's right, the only station out of the GEC Jeju. That is us, Gecko Radio, Jeju Morning Alternative, coming to you live Monday through Friday, all 4 seasons. That's right. We're not going anywhere. People are asking, where are you going for the summer? Not going anywhere. We're staying here, man. We're staying here with you guys. Let's see. ICG says, well, in Jeju, you can extract enough water from the air. I think that's just a crack at how gosh darn humid it is. It's like, as our dads say, you could cut through the air with a butter knife because it's just so humid. Yes. Also, Sherry says the boulder is conflicted. I think that's a reference to Avatar, The Last Airbender. I think that's what it is. I haven't watched season 2 of the show, of the live action show. I'm all about the animation. The animation is a goat. It's a goat animation. I don't want to get too nerdy, but and also they got that new movie coming up, animated movie, by the way. So I'm super excited about that. I hope that's what you're talking about, Sherry. If not, then I look like a super nerd, and then I will see myself out later. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome back, everybody. Moving right along here. We're gonna do what's going down in the GEC, Jeju Education City. It's a beautiful day in the GEC, the global edu city. What's going on? What's going down? That's NLCS or SJA or KIS or BHA. What's going on? What's happening? What's going down in the GEC? Okay. No pun intended, but it is a bit dry when it comes to GC events because school's out for the summer. It's going to start up pretty soon, actually. August is coming up. It's going to start up then. So there's not too much going on. But one thing that is happening is new staff and new families are coming to the island because it's a new year, new enrollment, changeover. So new teachers are coming in, new faculty's coming in, and new families are coming in. So we covered this yesterday, but I'm going to Bernie Sanders it. Once again, I ask you to pay attention to what I'm about to say about this GC 101 orientation. Yes, it's going to happen this Friday, so we're going to keep on talking about it all week. Also, we are going to be there, so that is why we are also talking about it. If you're new to the Global Education City community, here is a reminder about a great event happening this Friday. JEJU MOTIF, we talked about them. Really cool cafe bar spot. It's where parents go to hang out after they drop their kids off at school. It's where students go to study. It's where teachers go to have meetings and stuff like that. And also, they got a bar so you can enjoy a little cocktail there too at the appropriate times, of course. Okay, MOTIF Jeju is hosting a GEC 101 orientation night to welcome new families, teachers, and residents moving into the area for the new school year. The event takes place Friday, July 31st from 8 to 11 p.m. at MOTIF Jeju Cafe and Bar. And the best of all, it's completely free, okay? It's designed to help newcomers settle into life in Jeju. So it's not just the GEC. It's just to help anybody, some GEC 101. This is pretty cool. Okay, they'll receive a free GEC 101 handbook that they made, okay, packed with practical local tips. We're in a group chat with the organizers, and we're giving like little tips to the English version. Okay, from shopping, delivery apps, to driving in Jeju, public transportation. There's emergency medical information and some of Jeju's best hidden spots and outdoor activities. Also, I think there's going to be a chance where like different local businesses will take the mic and they talk, us included. We're going to get up there and we're going to talk about what we do. So, and also there's going to be a stand-up comedy set by Jeju Comedy Club involving writer JY, who is a stand-up comedian, so she's going to do some stuff. There's going to be some lucky draws, special promotions, and a relaxed get-to-know-each-other session. So whether you're brand new to the GEC or you've been here for years, it's a great chance to welcome new members of the community and make a few new friends. If you'd like to attend, simply leave a comment on MOTIF Jeju's event post on Facebook's Jeju GEC community to RSVP. Okay, the cafe will also be staying open until 3 a.m. after the event. It's Friday night, so you can stay for drinks. So there's plenty of time to keep the conversations going. So there you go. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, do go there if you are here in the GEC. I hope more people. I hope more people really hear about this and come because it also would. I really want to direct a lot of people towards Gecko Radio because we do so much stuff for the GEC. Look at what we're doing now, and then we have a section called "What's Going On in the GEC," right? So I hope that turns out okay. Okay, we're gonna move right along. We're gonna do a song break, okay, and then we're gonna get into our Wednesday segment, JEJU Gems. But first, I want to talk about this, okay? This is great. We saw this band. I believe they're from Ulsan, and they performed at the BN. It was the Indiana Zones amalgamation of bands. It was from South Jalaprav or South. I can't remember. Oh man, I can't remember the province, but there was Ulsan and then Jeju, and writer JY is gonna kill me if she hears this. But yes, all these different provinces joining together, and there were the different bands that played, and it was super cool. Okay, this band. I heard and I'm like, I like these guys a lot. I'm gonna ask him to come on Gecko Radio, and they were super happy to join. They're good friends with Wednesday Off. Now, these guys, man, the band is called WhaleLand, and they bring sounds. Yesterday, we heard previous work that kind of like brings us back to the 80s. Omo Rock brings us back to 80s, 90s hair bands. This one, take Gyeongsang. Thank you. South and North Gyeongsang province. Thank you, JY. Please don't murder me. Okay. But this band, I believe, is from Ulsan. She'll correct me if I'm wrong. But they bring a sound that goes 10 to 20 years behind the 80s. We're talking 60s and 70s vibes. It's very cool. It's a very cool sound. So, you know, if you think of like late Beatles music into the Monkees, into some, you know, Jimi Hendrix kind of sounds, this is your band. Okay, this is WhaleLand. This is Guilt Is. Do enjoy. They're fantastic. We're happy to have them join. So check out these retro groovy vibes, baby.
Boy, you live dancing, conscience waits on him. It was just one straight step, 20 years old there. Somebody please save me, I can't breathe no more. Whisper echoed inside, please hear what I say. I know how to live this feeling. Tell me now, I need healing. How long I've suffered kneeling. Guilt is unforgettable feeling. Whether or not you can be real in the end. I am you, you are me. No one between us. You just want forgiveness with no price to pay. No, I'm not freeloader. What I wonder is if I can never be forgiven. Tell me what should I do? I know how to live this feeling. Tell me now, I need healing. How long I've suffered kneeling. Guilt is unforgettable feeling. Whether or not you can be real in the end.
JEJU Gems.
All right, welcome back to the latter part of our show. We're about to get into our special Wednesday segment, JEJU Gems. But at first, I want to talk about WhaleLand. How fun was that video? That was so fun. I always love the music videos where it's just the office worker just getting slapped around and just beat up. Actually, I don't love that. That's traumatic. I lived through it. Maybe I love pain. I don't know. But WhaleLand is super fun. They got a great sound. It really brings me back to my father. He actually collects classic cars. He has like, oh man, what are some of the cars he has? He has a 1971 Super Beetle, a 1964 and a half Ford Mustang convertible, a 1956 Chevy Bel Air, a couple 1940 Fords, and then he has like a 1930 Model A. Anyways, why am I talking about this? My dad's super old. He was born in like the 40s. And we grew up listening to this kind of music in those old cars. So it really brings me back. It really gets me right here. I love their sound. So we're really happy to have them on. Okay. Let's get into JEJU Gems. This place is really cool. It is called Thankyoudriver Studio Beep right here, okay? And we're taking you to this place in Gosan, okay? Thankyoudriver Studio. The place is run by DJ Everyday Vacation Man and his wife, Joy, a globally acclaimed makeup artist who also paints and works in illustration. Yes, okay, so they're both very cool. Also, DJ Everyday Vacation Man is the lead of Parasol Waves. And Joy, when we talk about acclaimed makeup artists, she works with very, very, very famous people. If we have time, I'll get into how famous they are, okay? So here we go. So this is Thankyoudriver. Here's Everyday Vacation Man chilling with his dog Jembe, who we would talk about in a bit. So here's the interior. Now, what do they do? Hey, who's that guy? Okay. Music is naturally one of the studio's biggest strengths, while Joy's artwork and creative direction give the space its warm, atmosphere. Visiting feels less like stepping into a regular cafe and more like being invited into someone's personal studio for a cup of coffee. Yeah, you're kind of thrown off. You're like, do you serve coffee here? There's people just painting in the corner or having a little meeting or, you know, just talking or working on their laptop. But yes, they serve coffee, and it's very good coffee. Okay? Their motto is a quiet corner with a vibe, and it perfectly captures what they've created, a peaceful little corner in Gosan where great music, good coffee, art, and conversation all come together. Now, the name Thankyoudriver, here they are here. Okay, here's Joy and Esteban, who is the Everyday Vacation Man. They come from the couple's travels in Cape Town, South Africa. During their trip, they used a small, privately owned, operated vans as there were no formal public transportation system in the area that they were staying. Whenever passengers wanted to get off, they would simply call out, "Thankyoudriver." Okay, the phrase stayed with them and later became the name of their studio. Thankyoudriver I didn't know that. That's so cool. Opened this spring as a cafe, artist studio, and multicultural community space. Even though it's still new, it's already hosted vinyl listening sessions. Yes, vinyl. Acoustic performances, comedy shows, photography exhibitions, artist talks, flea market, and other creative events. You might even be able to meet their, here is stand-up comedy night with JEJU Comedy Club. Around there, there's writer JY as part of it. Very cool. Now, you might even get to meet their pretty much their official mascot. It's their dog, Jembe, like the drum Jembe, who is incredibly friendly and loves visitors. She can be a little shy around new people at first, but give her a few minutes and she'll warm up to you. I'm really happy because she was really shy at first to me, but whenever I show up, she's super excited to see me. So I love that. Also, I also smell like 4 other animals, so maybe that may be it too. So there's Jembe, super cute. Yes, the cafe serves you hand-dripped coffee, Thailand's Chang beer, green smoothies, and seasonal drinks such as fresh watermelon juice. They also have an excellent selection of bottled wine. Okay, so here's another image of Jembe, and here, if you can see in the tape, that's kind of their official unofficial logo of Jembe as well. So that's really cool. Original design. And there's Jembe chilling in the corner there. Lovely animal. Yes. So they've selected really great natural wine. They love natural wine. So if you're down for that. And also artist Joy, she did the art on the labels themselves. And I believe they're of our friends, which is cool. We do not have a bottle yet. So whenever they have a new edition, maybe we'll get a bottle. Maybe a Gecko Radio bottle. Yeah, maybe you'll do that. Okay. If they hear that, I hope they hear that. Okay. You'll find it on the second floor of the building next to the Gosan post office. Regular opening hours are Monday through Friday, 1 to 5 p.m., though they are often open outside those hours for special events. Follow at Thankyoudriver _ studio on Instagram to check out what's coming up next. I promise you, I tell you how famous Joy is. She is the personal private makeup artist for Jennie. Yes, that Jennie, as in Blackpink's Jennie. She also does Tilda Swinton whenever she comes to Korea. She's like Tilda Swinton's like main girl. Whenever Tilda's in town, she always calls up Joy. So yeah, she's like many times she's not in Jeju because she's going to the MoMA, she's going to Cannes, she's going to something like that because she's doing the makeup. So there you go. I promise you, I tell you how famous she is. Okay. You guys, we are coming to a close here, but before that, let's do Jeju Word of the Day.
The Jeju word of the day. Yeah.
And I'm looking for Jeju Word of the Day. I didn't put it in yet, did I? Okay, I got to put it in right now. Let's do it right now. Real time right now. Let's do it. Boop-a-doo, doop. I'm humming as I work. Whistle while you work. Okay, here we go. Beep, bop, bring it in. Move it over. Bang. Okay, here we go. All right. Jeju word of the day here. This is... Sorry, I got to close this down. Gwarang. Okay. In Jeju language, gwarang means bright and blazing, especially when describing strong sunshine. Gwarang. So it's like bling, bling, but very, very shiny. Okay. Today is totally gwarang. It's very similar to saying the sun is shining brilliantly. It's blazing. What do we say? What do we say when the sun is it blasting? Is it just scorching? But that's more of a temperature thing. We're talking like the shine, the actual brilliance of the sun. What would we say, you guys? What do Ohioans say? What do Arizonians say? Pennsylvanians, what do we say? Okay, it's just really bright outside, especially sunny. Now, in basic Korean, it's like hada, which is blazing sunny, but in Korea and Jeju language is gwarang. It's wonderfully expressive Jeju word that captures the feeling of clear, dazzling summer day. Super bright. So I wonder really what we say, you guys. Okay, you guys, thanks for joining us today. Making it all the way through the end, making it through. I'm trying to look for, because I want to take this down eventually. Okay, there it is. Okay. Thank you for joining us today. It is Wednesday and tomorrow is Thursday. That means it is our artist spotlight where we feature an artist. They could be a singer, a songwriter, an actual contemporary artist, painter. They could be a comedian, anything like that. Okay. Bright light. Oh yeah, bright light. Yes, I had JY watch. I have a Gremlin shirt, actually a vintage Gremlin shirt around here somewhere. But yes, there we go. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you for keeping the chat alive, you guys, especially ICG Sherry. Really thank you for Omo Rock joining us and Alex also joining us as well. We also need to thank again WhaleLand for joining us. We want to thank them so much that we wanted to have them play it out with Keep It Going On. I mentioned they bring a 60s, 70s vibe. Well, this one is a straight up Jimmy. And I think I feel like it's actually a straight up reference and callback and homage to Jimi Hendrix. So let's enjoy this. WhaleLand, Keep It Going On. I will see you guys tomorrow, 7 a.m. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Bye.
One, two, three, four. Oh, Jimmy have experienced no more love and peace in this world. Can you answer me? What should I do? Now I'm getting older than you. I hesitated too many times. So tell me now is the time. And
Hey, it's over now. If you listen to my song, I'll play for you day and night.